All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakal Kadash, Brakathum, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone that rule well, and the salute and the Shalom to other Akim that are out here laboring and pushing His truth in all sincerity and in truth. This lesson is going to be titled, Let His Blood Be on Us and Our Children. All right, that's taken from Matthew, the 27th chapter, right, and the 24th verse. All right. But let's start up. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to start up at the 11th verse. It says, the 11th verse, it says, and Yahushua took Slakia, and Yahushua stood before the governor, right, and before Pilate. And the governor asked him, saying, Art thou the king of the Jews? And Yahushua answered Slakia, and Yahushua said unto him, Thou sayest. And when he accused Slakia, when he was accused of the chief priests and elders, he answered nothing. Right? Then said Pilate unto him, Hearest thou not how many things they witness against thee? And he answered him to never a word. And so much that the governor marveled greatly. Right? So when Yahushua was on his way to be slaughtered, basically, right, because he is the Lamb of Yahweh, right? And it says that in, let's get Isaiah real quick. Isaiah 53. Here it is. This is Isaiah 53 and 7. He was oppressed, he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shearers is dumb. So he opened not his mouth. All right? So Yahushua, he didn't say anything. Why? Because he was innocent. All right, he didn't do anything, man. All right. And it was also prophesied that he wouldn't say anything. Right? See. Okay, kind of says, now at the feast, and it's like now at that feast, the governor was wont to release unto the people a prisoner, whom they would. And they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, Whom will ye release? Slakia, whom will ye that I release unto you? Barabbas or Yahushua, called Hamashiach? Right? For he knew that for envy they had delivered him. Right? So they didn't have no real reason right, to deliver Yahweh up. They didn't have no real reason, man. Right? But envy, man. They was jealous of him, man. Okay? It says, and when he sat, it's like, and when he was set down on the judgment seat, his wife said unto him, saying, have thou nothing to do with that just man? Right? So even Pilate's wife knew that Yahushua was a just man. He didn't do nothing wrong, right? For I have suffered many things this day in a dream because of him, right? But the chief priests and elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas and destroy Yahushua, right? So the chief priests and the elders back then, they did what? They influenced the multitude to basically let Barabbas go, right, and crucify Yahushua. Now, what does it say in the book of Exodus? I think it's Exodus 23. It says, I'll start at 1. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. Right? So, what the multitude did, they basically did what the rest of the multitude did, man. Right? They followed suit of what the rest of the multitude did. Right? So they committed evil, man. They committed murder, man. All right? All right, man. So the 2/3 of Israel, they said, let his blood be on us and our children, right? See. It says, verse 21, the governor answered and said unto them, whither of the twain will ye that I release unto you? They said, Barabbas. Pilate saith unto them, what shall I do then with Yahushua called Mashiach? And they said unto him, let him be crucified. Right? And the governor said, why? What evil hath he done? But they cried out the more, saying, let him be crucified. Right? So they didn't have a real reason, man. The 2/3 of Israel, they didn't have a real reason. All right? But they still wanted him to be crucified. Why? Because he had to be crucified, man. Right? So the 2/3 of Israel, they have blood on them, man. They have blood on them. Okay? And the so like it says, when Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a multitude, but that rather a tumult was made, right? A confused noise. He took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. See ye to it, right? Now, even though Pilate washed his hands, all right, because he didn't want no parts of it, but he still let his men have his way, all right, but he still let his men beat Yahushua, though. He still let them do it. All right. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and our children. Right? His blood be on us and our children. Right? This is what the 2/3 of Israel said, man. Right? The ones that hated Yahushua and they was jealous of him. Right? They envied him, man. Let's get this. This is Matthew 21:44. It says, and whosoever shall fall on this stone shall be broken, but on whosoever it shall fall, it will grind him to powder. Right? Matthew 23:30, 2:37, it says, and say, if we had been in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets. Wherefore ye be witnesses unto yourselves that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets. Right? And Yahushua, he was a prophet. Okay? Fill ye up then the measure of your fathers, ye serpents, ye generation of vipers. How can ye escape the damnation of hell? Right? So the ones that killed the prophets, so the Israelites that killed the prophets, they will suffer damnation, man. Wherefore, behold, I send you unto, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them ye shall kill and crucify. Right? All right, man. So Yahweh, he put the spirit on the multitude to say crucify him, man. To say crucify Yahushua. Yahweh, he put the spirit on them to do that. So they never had a choice, man. Right? It had to be done. And some of them ye shall scourge in your synagogues and persecute them from city to city. All right? Now, this is why Jake crucify us, man. Why? Because, hey, man, the spirit is on them to do it, man. They don't have a choice. They can't stop them. They can't stop themselves from not doing it, man. Right? It say that ye Salakia, that upon you may come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth, from blood of righteous Abel unto the blood of Zacharias, the son of Barachias, whom ye slew between the temple and the altar. Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation. Right? And what generation is that, man? This generation, man. This generation killed the prophets, man. And it's going to happen again, man. It's going to happen again. Okay? All right, man. And guess what, man? It says in Matthew 10, it says I think it says brother shall deliver up the brother or something like that. I'm gonna find it in a minute. Right? It says, O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets and stonest them which are sent unto thee, how often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, ye would not. Right? Now let's get that. real quick. Um, Matthew 10. Let's see. Yep, here it is. This is Matthew 10 and 21. It says, "And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father of the children, and the children shall raise up, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death." All right, all right, man. So, it's going to be a brother in your own camp that will deliver you up to be put to death, right? If you have children, right, and they are of age, okay, they will deliver up their father or their mother to be put to death, right? It says what the love of many shall wax cold, right? Now, Yahushua, he's our big brother, right? And who delivered Yahushua up? The 2/3 of Israel did. So the 2/3 of Israel, they have blood on their hands, man. They have blood on them, man. Right? And if you are praying for the 2/3, man, something is wrong with you, man. I don't give a damn about the 2/3, man. I don't give a damn about them, man, at all. I don't. All right? This is what Jeremiah said. All right? This is Jeremiah 7:16. "Therefore, pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry nor prayer for them, neither make neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee." Right, man? So stop praying for the 2/3, man. To hell with them, man. All right, man? They killed the prophets, man. They killed Yahushua, man. This got me pissed off, man. This got me pissed off, man. Hold on. Let's see. All right, this is Deuteronomy 19 and 10 to 13. It says, "The innocent blood be not shed in thy land, which Yahweh thy power giveth thee for an inheritance. So the blood be upon thee, and so the blood be upon thee. Thine eye shall not pity him, but thou shalt put away the guilt of innocent blood from Israel, that it may go well with thee." Right? Now, the innocent blood was shed. And whose innocent blood was that? Yahushua. Right? All right. This is Acts 7:52. It says, which of the prophets have not your fathers persecuted? And they have slain them which shew them before the coming of the just one, of whom ye have been now the betrayers and murderers, right? So the 2/3 of Israel, they are what? Betrayers and murderers, man. Right? They are betrayers and murderers, man. Now, what does it say in the scriptures? What does it say in the law? The law says what? Right? Exodus 20:13. Thou shalt not murder, or slag, thou shalt not kill, right? But in the Hebrew, it's la'atharatazak, right? La'atharatazak, right? And ratazak means what? Murder, right? So it's saying, thou shalt not murder, man. Right? It says what? Now the tha is thou, right? Right? It's la'atharatazak, right? Thou not murder, basically. Thou shalt not murder, man. But the 2/3 of Israel did, though. They killed who? Yahweh Shai and the rest of the prophets, man. All right, this is um 1 Thessalonians 2:15-16. It says, who both killed Yahweh Shai, who both killed the Lord Yahweh Shai and their own prophets, and have persecuted us, and they please not Yahweh, and are contrary to all men, forbidding us to speak to the Gentiles, the Israelite foreigners, that they might be saved, to fill up their sins always, for the wrath is come upon them to the uttermost, right? So wrath is coming upon the 2/3 of Israel, man. All right? Wrath is coming upon them, man. Right? So Yahweh Shai, he's coming back to destroy, right, the ones that delivered him up to the Romans. And who is that? The 2/3 of Israel, man. Okay? Hebrews 10:10 and 28-30. It says, he that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. How much sore punishment suppose ye he shall be thought worthy, who hath trodden under foot the Son of Yahweh, and hath counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sanctified, an unholy thing, hath done despite of the Spirit of grace. So like despite the Spirit unto, it's like despite unto the Spirit of grace. For we know him that saith, vengeance belongeth unto me. Right? Vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, saith Yahweh. And again, Yahweh shall judge his people. All right? This is uh, Deuteronomy 32 and 35. To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. Wow. Psalms 94 and 1. O Yahweh, power, to whom to whom vengeance belongeth. O Yahweh, to whom vengeance belongeth, shew thyself. Hold on, I'm gonna read that in the Hebrew in a minute. All right. Let's see. This is Nahum 1 and 2. Yahweh is jealous, and Yahweh revengeth. Yahweh revengeth, and is furious. Yahweh will take vengeance on his enemy, on his adversaries. And who are the adversaries of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua? Number one, Edom. Edom is number one, right? Also, who? The 2/3 of Israel are, man. Right? And he reserveth wrath for his enemies. See? This is Romans 12 and 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance belongeth, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith Yahweh. All right? So we don't have to avenge ourselves, man. We're not supposed to, man. Right? All right, man. Let Yahweh do it, man. Let Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua repay and send wrath and send judgment upon the 2/3 of Israel, man. All right? This is Psalms 135 and 14, right? It says, for Yahweh will judge his people, and he will repent himself concerning his servants. And his servants are who? The prophets. Okay? Let's see what it say for repent. Repent, Nacham. Okay. All right, man. So Yahweh, Yahweh Shai will judge his people, right? And will have compassion and will comfort who? The prophets, his servants. All right? I believe it's Hebrews. Let's see. No, 10. Okay. This is Hebrews 10 and 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, all right? And the 2/3 of Israel are going to fall into the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Well, they have fallen into the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, right? Because the 2/3 of Israel are marked for death. They are marked for destruction and punishment and death, man. They're marked for it. Okay? And so the ones that that so the ones back then that said crucify him, they're back here today, man. Okay? So they will receive their judgment again. Right? You say, well, cursed be he that hangeth on the tree, right? Mm, mm, uh, okay, this is um, Galatians 3 and 13. Hamashiach hath redeemed us from the curse of the law, right? By being made a curse for us, right? For it is written, cursed is everyone that hangeth on the tree. Okay? So Yahushua, he took on all the sins of Israel, right? He took on the sins of the nation, right? That was the only way. Right? Now, when the 2/3 of Israel, when they come back in the kingdom through the loins of the elect, all right, they will have their heads down, man, right? Because they will realize that they said, crucify him to the anointed, to Hamashiach, the one that died for them, right? Like, why do you think in slavery, why do you think Jake was getting hung, man, and lynched? Now, was that the cause of all of the lynchings? No, not at all. Right? It said what? His blood be on us and our children. Right? Say what? Say there's no new thing under the sun, right? Here it is. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. Man, I'm sleepy. All right. It says, Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. All right. So the ones that said, crucify him, crucify him. So the ones of Israel that said, crucify him, they are back here today. And they will receive their judgment for what they did to Yahushua. All right, man. They will receive their judgment, man. All right. So they ain't getting away, man. They ain't getting away, man. Right? They ain't getting away, period, man. All right? Hold on. Book of Daniel. Let's see. All right? Say everlasting contempt. Shall not understand. That's not the one I'm looking for. Mm. Okay. All right. This is Daniel 12:2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. Right? So the 2/3, they will be um, ashamed in the kingdom for a period of time. All right? Because they will realize what they did, man. And they will be ashamed for that, man. They will be in they will be ashamed for that. All right? So with that, I say Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kawadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone that rule well. And with that, I say Shalom. Oh, another thing. Why do you think Jake is always getting shot down in the street, man? By the police. They said what? Let his blood be on us and our children, right? The 2/3 of Israel said that, right? See? Hey, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. Not yet. Right? This is Deuteronomy 32:39. It says, see now that even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Right? So the 2/3, they won't be able to escape the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. They won't be able to escape, man. All right? Because they are stuck in the hands of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua for the day of judgment, man. For the day of evil. Okay? So the 2/3 of Israel, they will get theirs, man. Period. Right? So with that, I say Shalom.